Did you know that your poop can tell you so much about your current state of health? Yeah, that really stinky, smelly poop that you potentially have every day or every other day.
Well, stick around.
Well, stick around because your poop is an indicator of what may be going wrong in your health or maybe what you're doing right in your health. So before we start, have you seen this chart called the Bristol stool chart? It's essential for nurses and healthcare providers in order to determine how well a person is doing. This chart shows you different variations of poop and what the poop means. So today, let's dive into the look and the feel of your poop. And the more important thing is if you need to do something depending on the look and the feel of your poop. If you need to tell your doctor. The discussion of poop is such a big topic in healthcare. It lets us know how well you're eating, if you're hydrating well, if your intestines are properly functioning, if you're experiencing some type of infectious disease, if you're bleeding on the inside, or if you're experiencing a deathly illness like cancer. So let's make looking at our poop a norm. So let me start by talking about what is normal poop. So normal varies from person to person. Some people can poop 1 to 2 times a day, and then some people can poop every other day. Your normal is special to you. So what is abnormal is if all of a sudden how often you're pooping is different, or if you look at your poop and it looks completely different from the other days. So like I said, let's make it a normal to always stare at our poop, how you felt when you were pooping, and exactly how it looks on a given day. Because you can be in charge and catch a problem before it gets worse. So what does it mean to have a good bowel function? So a good working intestine is when you can hold your poop long enough to actually make it to the bathroom. And then as soon as you sit down, you can easily pass the poop within a minute and you're not trying and squeezing so hard. And more so if you're not having pain when you're pooping, because that's not normal. And then you can actually pass the poop, all of it, without having to rush to the bathroom, keep coming back to poop again and again and again. So let's go back to that chart that I was talking about, the Bristol stool chart. So this chart talks about the shape of the poop. And then afterwards, I will go over the look of the poop. In other words, the color of it, before you flush that really stinky poop down the toilet. I know poop is not the most appealing thing to talk about or to even smell.
Ew.
But trust me, it is so important to your health that if you keep up with this routine, you're going to save yourself from something terrible down the line from happening. So for type 1 and type 2 poop, you're pushing out pellets, like little hard balls. So what could this mean? It means that you may be suffering from constipation and you potentially need more water or fiber in your diet. And if this is not the case, maybe you're taking some supplements or some medications that is causing you constipation, or you may be experiencing a great deal of illness or stress in your life. Or you just may be sitting around too often and you need to get up and start moving. Because if the poop just sits in your stomach and you're not helping your body create movement, you can suffer from constipation. Now, if you have type 3 or 4 poop, which looks like a snake and is nice and soft, this type of poop, type 3 and 4, is the normal poop. This is what you're shooting for and want every day. So just keep going because you're doing the right thing. For type 5 poop, the poop becomes much more softer, but it still has its shape. However, you may be nearing getting some diarrhea. So you just might need some more fiber in your diet to help make the poop more bulky. So go ahead and start eating more fiber in your diet. Now, type 6 and 7 poop is the type of poop that once you go in the toilet, it doesn't stick to its shape, but it just falls apart easily. This is what you would consider diarrhea, and there may be something going on. So your poop is moving quickly through your intestine, and you may be suffering from an infection, potentially food poisoning, a digestive problem that's causing inflammation in your intestines. These types of problems are, you would say, Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, or ulcerative colitis. And in this scenario, you need to go see a doctor. The doctor can run some tests to see if your intestines are not functioning properly. And you can even get type 6 and 7 poop from having a lot of stress in your life. So if you're constantly having diarrhea, make sure you hydrate and make sure you get electrolytes in your body. Because oftentimes in the hospital, when people have a lot of diarrhea, their potassium levels tend to go down. And if you have abnormal levels of potassium, it can affect your heart rhythm. So we've gone over the shape of the poop, but hold on, before you flush that toilet, make sure you look at the color of the poop. Most poop, majority of poop, is plain brown. However, if all of a sudden you have a change in the color of your poop, I think you'll have to get the attention of a doctor. So black or really dark poop can mean that if you're taking iron supplementation in your everyday routine, it can cause the poop to be darker than it should. However, if you're not taking iron, it could mean that you may have a bleed somewhere in your upper intestine. So that bleed is causing your poop to change colors to a darker color, like a dark brown or a dark red. Make sure you alert your doctor. And then if all of a sudden one day your poop looks lighter in color, it's more yellow or very light brown, it could mean that you have some type of inflammation in your liver, in your gallbladder, or your pancreas. And then if you have green poop, it can mean that you're suffering from some type of intestinal infection. Or on the upside, maybe you're just eating a lot of green vegetables. And lastly, if you have red poop, like bright red poop, maybe you're just being healthy and eating a lot of beets in your diet. Or if you're not eating beets or something red in your diet, you may be suffering from a bleed somewhere in your intestine, somewhere close to the exit. So in this case, make sure you let your doctor know. Alright, so we've gone over the look of the poop, the feel of the poop, the color of the poop, and let's make it a norm. Look at your poop every day that you flush the toilet. If all of a sudden one day it looks entirely different from what you've been seeing every day, you're going to take action right away in order to get that problem fixed. So make sure you subscribe, comment, or share with me your thoughts so that I can continue doing research for you in order to make you empowered and to start taking charge of your health to ensure that you live a long and healthy life. And don't forget to subscribe and to check back on my shorts so that you can get 1-minute clips on my series of Did You Know That? Okay, YouTube family, take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!